These are the people that try to make sure that everything keeps going running smoothly for us. If you see anybody who is a board member or an ambassador, they're somebody that you could probably go to and ask any kind of questions or get any kind of help that you might need from them. So not everybody is here. If you hear your name, can you stand and wave? Jeff Unterreiner is our chairman of the board. Heather Kimber-Hussey is not here. She is our vice chair. Amanda Wehrmeyer is our treasurer. Kathy Swanigan is our secretary. And then these are all the directors, is Hank Wiley, Melinda Jarvis, you're here. Amber Bargan, Dale Cronky, John Parmentier. He knows a lot more than what he leads on to.
I got one question. Why didn't you bring brownies or cookies for dessert?
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to always, the new person is supposed to always bring brownies and cookies. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
You're considered the new guy now. John is actually a past chair. He's a past vice chair. What all else did you do?
I swept the floors.
Yeah. He does a lot. He's also the person who does our annual opening day baseball party. So that's something that when you see that in your emails, your weekly e-newsletters, when that comes around, it's an event you don't want to miss. Where am I at? Mike Cunningham, John Schneider, Lori Williams, Eric is with the city of Lake St. Louis. Where are you at? There you are. Tommy is not here. He's with the city of Garden Prairie, and Shirley is with the city of Wentzville. They also sit on our board just so that we can make sure that we're keeping up with everything that all the cities are doing. And then Tony Matthews is our president.
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Hey, Tony.
Okay, so like I said, basically what we're going to do is go over the packet that you have in front of you. First thing on there is our mission to promote the growth and the prosperity of our members and communities by supporting a strong and local economy and a high quality of life. We take that mission pretty serious. It's really important to Tony and I. One of the things that we discuss often is how can we help our members. It's not, we are the third largest chamber in, what's the?
St. Louis, Illinois region.
In the third. But being a large member doesn't do you any good if we're not taking care of our members. So it's really important to us, and so the conversations that we're constantly having is what can we do to help our members? What can we do to help them connect, to make those good, solid connections, not just here's two people, you guys should know each other, and then not worry about them again. So we try to make sure that we have a lot of events that are events where people are going to make solid connections and really make good friends, because you do business with your friends. So what we really want to do is make sure we're a chamber family. We want you, one of our things that we discussed in our board retreat was to get people to think chamber first, not just shop chamber first. Think about everybody that's in the chamber. When you meet somebody and they say that they need a sound system guy, who do you know? Who do you know in the chamber? It might have nothing to do with your business, but you got be always thinking about each other and how to help each other out. And that's kind of what we would like everybody to get in their heads. Some of our committees that we do, the ambassadors is one of our committees. Did you say Sharon walked in?
Sharon's here.
Oh, there you are. I was going to have Sharon talk a little bit about the ambassadors. It's a great group of people. I could talk to you guys for about an hour about them because they do a lot for us. But I'm going to have Sharon talk a little bit about what you guys do and how it helps you to be an ambassador, and it also helps everybody in the chamber.
Thank you, Jamie. Well, we kind of spells it out here, what the ambassadors, we are the Goodwill Committee for the chamber. And one of the things that I love doing as an ambassador is the retention visits. And you can take on 5 a week, and we visit chamber members who we haven't seen in a while. And we put together bags, a lot of business paraphernalia in a bag, so we get to call on those chamber members. Maybe they move, maybe they change leaderships, and so it's an opportunity for us to know what's going on in their business and why we haven't seen them. So I really enjoy that because it gives me an opportunity as a banker to promote my business and to build my brand with that member that we haven't seen. We greet chamber members when they come into the different functions that we host for the monthly chamber luncheon, the morning meetup, and other different events. Am I leaving something out, Melinda? Okay. So.
Yeah, we have the ambassadors, we make sure that we have an ambassador sitting at each table at the chamber luncheon. What that does is helps people, everybody always feels welcome. Their job as an ambassador is to make sure that each person at their table feels welcome. So if you're somebody, if you've invited somebody to the chamber luncheon and you can't make it, you can pretty much feel okay about knowing that they're gonna feel welcome even though you're not there. So feel free to invite people. All of you do business with people who are not in the chamber, I'm sure. What we need to do is have you guys invite those people to our chamber so that we can show them how much we can help them and what we can do for them. The ambassadors, they're there to kind of carry on that mission of making sure that good connections are made.
One other thing, as an ambassador, when we go out and visit businesses, we look for qualified clients for that business, and we find out about that business and refer business back to them, you know. So I just want to make sure that I have it down.
Yeah, and the bags that she's talking about too, all of you should know, and we'll put it in our weekly e-newsletter when we need items. When we put those bags together, that's for you guys as chamber members to bring us your items so that we can put them in there, and it's a way for you to get your name out there to everybody that they're bringing those bags together. It's just an easy way for you to advertise your business to other chamber members. Okay, so the next thing is the chamber events that I'm gonna come to. Like I said, we do several events. We're constantly trying to earn money to put it back into the chamber to try to help you guys grow your business, to do things that are to help you guys with different networking opportunities. We also get, a lot of the money that we raise goes to area seniors. We give over $3,000 away in scholarship money. So when we're doing an event, the money that's coming in, a lot of it's going to that also. You'll see we have a lot of events. It's not to try to overwhelm anybody. It's so that there's something for everybody. There's sponsorship opportunities in all of these events. And what somebody, an event that one business might be an amazing opportunity or a crowd of people to advertise to, maybe isn't going to be the best fit for another business. So you can kind of pick and choose in there as to what events are going to be the best ones for you to put your sponsor dollars into. The celebration ball is in January. What we do there is we honor 5 outstanding chamber members who've done something throughout the year that's voted on within the chamber. It is a black tie ball gown kind of an event. We do the award ceremony in the beginning. They get their awards, and then there's dinner and dancing. The Spring Gnome Run is a 5K run in April. We had our 2nd annual one this year, and we were already up 75% participation. So it's growing quickly. We start at NISC and run through the meadows. So that's the area that it's at. 5Ks are really popular. People like to run.
Other people.
The pins and putts tournaments, we just had our bowling tournament. The golf tournament was May 5th and the bowling tournament was June 4th this year. The reason that it's combined into pins and putts was for our sponsorships. And we've always had the golf tournament. It's a good place to network. It's a well-known fact that a golf tournament's a good place for you to network. What we tried to do, Tony was thinking, how can we come up with a completely different crowd of people? So if by doing pins and putts, you have a bowling tournament, golf tournament, 2 wide ranges of people. When you sponsor that, you get both of them. The sponsorship money didn't go up. It was so for the same dollars, you reach double the people. Back to school family fair. You guys have a flyer in front of you for that. This is the largest chamber event in St. Charles County. Over 4,000 people walked through here last year. The table rentals are on the back as to what it costs to have a booth there. The sponsorships are also on the back. These are all filling up quickly. We had over 80 booths last year. Like I said, where else can you go and meet 4,000 possible new clients for a booth rental, $75? I mean, so that's pretty good. It's just a really fun day. We give out the backpacks that have items from our sponsors in it. The sponsors' names are on the back of the backpacks. It's just it's a good time and a real good feel-good, give back to the community kind of thing. We give out a lot of school supplies. We give over 4,000 school supplies away that day.
It is an amazing event. It really, truly is.
Yeah. Thank you. Masquerade on the Lake. So that's in September. Somebody watches over us because we've always had an amazing weather for that. Last year was over the top amazing. We did mimosas and appetizers behind the Cancer Center in Lake St. Louis. And then we moved down, after that, we walked them down to Windjammer Point, did sunset boat tours on the lake, thank you, Jack. And I forget who else, there was several, there was 3 boats, weren't there? So sunset, not everybody gets to see Lake St. Louis from the inside out, unless you live on the lake, so it was pretty cool, because a lot of people were able to see that side of it, and it was just really nice. And then dinner and dancing under the stars all night. There was a lot of really good connections made that night. There were people that I saw that met each other that night, but now I still see that there's still good, solid networking connections. So those are good events to network at. The Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. This has been going on for...
This will be our 4th year.
Oh, 4th year? Okay, so this will be our...
4th or 5th?
It's been a 2-night sellout every year. Since the very beginning, it was going to be a 1-night event. It sold out instantly, so we made it a 2-night event. Last year, it sold out before we announced we were doing it. So everybody knows that it happens this the weekend before Halloween. So we'll probably go into a bigger venue this year, but it's still, it's a great event. So that as far as sponsorships, you're gonna reach a lot of people because there's a lot of people there. We have our actors and actresses are chamber members, and we utilize the name of their business throughout the play. And then also any of the sponsors, we utilize the name of their business throughout the play too. The Progressive Dinner Parties, we did our June 1 last Sunday. I believe it was a huge success. Our restaurants, we have restaurants that are calling and asking to be part of it. So our restaurants really get a lot out of it. What we do is we start at a business. I believe Alliance Credit Union is where we're going to start in September, but we start at just at a business, not a restaurant. Introduce each other so that networking can start happening. People just meet people that they don't normally talk to. We sell 50 tickets. We get on party buses that are supplied by our chamber members. We have 2 different chamber members that have party buses. And then we go around to different restaurants. So we go to a restaurant and do appetizers, another one and do dinner, and another one and do dessert, and then back to the original location, back to your cars. So there's a lot of really good networking that happens on those, but then also as far as the restaurants go, it's a good way for us to showcase those restaurants. Restaurants aren't able to always get out there to everything. So it's a good way for us to bring people to them. So the restaurants and also the party buses, it's a good way for us to showcase them. The legislative committee, I'm not trying to talk about this, I hate government, so sorry.
So the legislative committee keeps us up to date on anything going on legislatively, both local and state level. So we want to hear from you too if there's something going on locally that maybe you can help with. We have taken some help with City of Wentzville had some sign ordinances that our businesses wanted kind of looked at, and so we did some surveys out to them, and we got some ordinances put back on the books that help them out. So if there's something going on in your city, we'll try to be your voice for you, and then we can make a collective voice. And I'm sure if you're dealing with something, somebody else is doing something as well, so we want to be that voice. And then in April, we'll do April-March timeframe, we'll do a visit to Jefferson City with all of our local legislators. So if there's something you want to come, you're welcome to come on the trip with us. We go through the Capitol, we get some tours, and then we meet with all of our legislators that day as well. So we want to hear your feedback, so if there's something going on that we can kind of be your voice for too while we're there, that's why we're here, so.
So the education, like I had mentioned earlier, we're really big on not just creating a place for you to go to network. As chamber members, when you have a business, you need to join the chamber because you need to have people to network. What we want to do is not create just an atmosphere for you to network in. We want to be there to help you with your businesses legislatively, first of all, but then also to teach your sales force how to network, teach you how to do different things about business and how to run a business and how to do business. So we try to really come up with some topics that businesses need to know more about so that we can carry out their education through us.
If there's a topic that you would like to hear from, though, we want to hear from you, because we're trying to, as we're planning all of these topics and trying to figure out how to plan the seminars and the membership meetings, if we hear back from you, then that's a good feedback, so we know what to plan. So we want to make sure that you're attending. If we're off in left field thinking of this topic and you're over here in right field, then we need to
Pulls over to right field.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also just education throughout our community. The Junior Achievement Day, we have volunteers that go and teach at Junior Achievement Day in the schools. Everybody who's ever done that has just really thoroughly enjoyed that. That's good.
Well, you've done that before.
Yeah, the scholarship